Hello, I'm sure we've all been through that stage where we needed to get our first fertilizer spreader but didn't know which one, what features it should have, and which one would be suitable for our area. That's what we're going to talk about today. Today, I will present and test these fertilizer spreaders, which will be divided into 2 episodes. Let's start by discussing manual fertilizer spreaders or do-it-yourself applicators, and a professional product available at authorized lawn product distributors. We'll begin with the one from Cellfast. It's a basic model, very cheap, the cheapest of the 3, but of course, it has some downsides. Among them, it doesn't have a separately operated shutter, it only operates from the dispenser. But it's very hard to adjust the dosage and close it. For example, when we finish the applied round. So once you've started with this one, it's ideal not to stop and continue until you've used up the entire quantity. This downside is eliminated in the ones from Gardena and Scott's Handy Green, because they have shutters operated by a button. From here, we dose and we won't have the risk of blocking the wheel or releasing too much fertilizer onto the lawn and risking burning it. Let's now see which one is the most ergonomic. As I said, Cellfast is basic. The position isn't quite right in the sense that you'll have to use your forearm, which doesn't stay in a natural position. With Gardena, on the other hand, we can hold it like this. Tell me in the comments if you've ever had the tendency to let it go when you reach the end of the lawn. Scott's Handy Green has this support, which is very good for the forearm. You insert your hand and use it nicely. It won't slip, we can't do this, it will stay very firmly. And there's another use where you can put it here and hold it against your body, and you'll effectively distribute from the same height over the entire lawn surface. It's hard to say with manual spreaders that one of them will give, let's say, 25 grams per square meter, because they're different and behave differently depending on the size of the fertilizer granules. I recommend you take any of these you have at home and test them at the first setting. See how much area you cover with one setting, weigh it, and do a simple calculation to give you grams per square meter. But keep in mind that spring fertilizer may have smaller granules, and the same setting, let's say setting 1, won't be valid for fall fertilizer, where the granules may be larger. So it's up to you to test each one separately and see which setting is most suitable. Because it's better to make 2 to 3, even 4 rounds at a lower setting, so your fertilizer will evenly reach the entire surface. On the other hand, if you make 1 round and you still have 20% of the lawn left and you've run out of fertilizer, then you'll have a big problem. A very important aspect of these manual spreaders is their hopper. With the cheaper one, if you look, the hopper is straight, it's not slanted to make it easier for the fertilizer to reach. With Gardena, it's smaller but slanted, while with Scott's, it's larger, and it also has a slant. So practically with these two, you won't be left with unused fertilizer in the hopper that you can't distribute. Let me tell you a few tips and tricks. The first one is not to leave fertilizers stored in these spreaders. Lubricate the moving parts so they'll work for a long time. Always wash them after use to be clean and ready for the next use. Always start with the edges of the lawn, and then the interior. Let's also test. On this stretch, I will draw 5 linear meters and 4 meters wide, half a meter apart, to see the working width of each spreader. And for this, I prepared a kilogram of Landscaper Pro Maintenance fertilizer, so that the test is valid with each of the 3 spreaders. Exactly what I was telling you, it got stuck a bit, and look at how the fertilizer falls. It's not a problem, but this can happen to everyone. I stopped. What you see on the screen are the conclusions of the practical test. These are the figures, these are the amounts. I hope this test helps you choose the right spreader for you. If you like this material, subscribe, hit the like button. Until next time, don't forget that grass grows on the field and turf in your yard.